All right, my Cancer friends, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me for our 2025 New Year's Tarot reading for you, loves. I really appreciate y'all for being here. As you can see, we have pre-popped the initial spread for your convenience, darlings. These readings are long enough, but we are going to be clarifying this initial spread with our Gilded Tarot Royale. And please do, as always, stick around for your advice, which we will be getting today from the Earth Magic Oracle and the Moonology deck. Okay, so your main theme for 2025, we have healing, we have letting go in reverse, playfulness, okay, consciousness and projections in reverse. Gemini, I think it was. Gemini got that in that placement. Projections in reverse. We have the dream in reverse, traveling in reverse, and totality. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Wow. Okay. Ooh, cancers. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Healing is the main theme for 2025 for you, love. Now, this is like a theme that's been coming out for a lot of people, but I'm feeling really strongly, obviously with this being your theme, really strongly for you. This is the King of Cups in this deck. And as you can see, his heart chakra here lit up, but hands. I'm really being drawn to the hands. If you've had any physical ailments here with like headaches, lower back aches, maybe vision problems, potentially like a foggy mind for some. IBS came to mind. Yeah, lower back pain, IBS, something with the gut for some of you. Okay, it's going to be different for everybody. Obviously, Cancer, these messages are general, right? Do take only what resonates for you. But healing here, and it begins within your heart. Start getting our clarifiers out. I'm looking at this whole thing, baby, and I'm getting a major theme, purging these emotions and letting go. For some of you, Cancer, you might be one that, you love. You love deeply. You care for people and you show that kindness and caring, but I'm like sucking in the energy of these cards and I'm feeling like maybe you're I don't want to say too kind, but you're like absorbing people's energy or you're holding on to energy from your past. And it may be stored up here in your nervous system, causing headaches, backaches, maybe even nausea. You could be very anxious. It feels like your nervous system is going all haywire here, left. But it has something to do with the chakra, the heart chakra, your heart, your emotions here. So either like taking on other people's emotions as your own here, baby, and holding it and storing it as energy within your body. You could be feeling physically unwell in some area. This definitely could be affecting your body, your vessel through this life. So if we want to heal our, thank you, Smith. If we want to heal our physical body, we heal first the emotion. Now, for some of you, this emotion from the past here, departing energies that are going this year, letting go in reverse to Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups in reverse. When we let go, we bring good things into our life, when we purge out those emotions. So there's something here you have not let go of. For some of you, it's inadvertent, like you might not even be aware. There's something here you haven't let go of, or it's being stuck on you, stored on you. This year, it's about purging out those emotions. Whatever didn't work from the past, we have the Six of Cups here on the table. This is your upcoming obstacles. We will get to that, love, but it feels like they're very intertwined. There's something here, for some of you, you've been afraid to express yourself. You've been afraid to let yourself go or let yourself out or maybe even let yourself cry. And for some of you, you're unaware that you've been storing all this energy, all these built up emotions. Maybe you hold yourself back from your truth. Maybe you don't want to fully let people know what you think, what you feel. I'm feeling for some of you need a good cry, love. Purging of the emotions. Ooh, your talents that you'll be expressing this year, playfulness. Again, we're going to clarify all these cards. Playfulness here, it's the Page of Wands. I feel like with this is a talent that you'll be expressing. I feel like really no more anxiety. Like, lighten up here, Cancer. No more worry. There's something here about maybe being a little overly anxious, okay? And it's this year, it's about lightening the load, lightening your vibration up. I feel like that'll really help you feel physically better for some of you, okay? Oh, future opportunities here. We have consciousness. This is the Ace of Swords. And we have here that projections. Seven of Cups in reverse. Seven of Cups, projections is about confusion, right? But here coming in the reverse, and especially with the Ace of Swords, you have a brand new opportunity here to get really, really clear or to learn something you didn't know. And for some, it's like right now, you didn't know maybe that this stored up emotion from your past is affecting you in the way that it is. Something about maybe the sacral chakra. Sacral is about sexual excitement. It's about expression of self. It's about creativity. It's about um, the fire that drives you. I almost want to say the fire of the Holy Spirit. And there's something also about the crown or maybe the third eye with this expansion. There's something you have yet to see. Consciousness coming in here. You have an opportunity in 2025 to see what you have not been seeing or directly deal with what you have indirectly been avoiding, or something that you've been maybe for some purposely avoiding, or something that you didn't notice about when you take on everyone's energy. I'll have to interject upon myself here. Spirit is saying it's not your job to make everyone around you happy or feel good. You just have to feel good, Cancer. And this year, it's about feeling better. Feeling better. Upcoming obstacles, we have the dream in reverse, Six of Cups in reverse. Six of Cups is your past here, but the dream does talk about mothers and motherly energy and nurturing. It talks about soulmates, and it talks about this sort of vision that one has for what they desire in way of love, in way of soulmates, in way of connection. Here coming in the reverse, you could have some soulmate wounding, some motherly wounding. This is an obstacle to get over. You really have to barrel through something this year. How to deal with this upcoming obstacle. For some, the past coming back, the emotions of the past. For some of you, it's the emotional accumulation, the wounding. Ooh, the wounding of the past, the wounding of a soulmate, from a soulmate, or from a mother for some, okay? I am feeling that motherly wound. The more I talk about that, the more that's coming through, okay? But balancing of emotions in the Six of Cups. And this, with the traveling, is our way to overcome these obstacles. This is about movement. You've been, I think, in the past, potentially unaware, but also maybe for some just afraid to barrel through these emotions, to really sit with that fear, to really be yourself, to be okay expressing yourself. Something about emotional security here. Obviously, Cancer, you're all about that. The second I said that, I was like, duh, duh, emotional security. But that comes in the King of Cups as well. Emotional security, emotional maturity. I really feel like your emotions have been affecting you far deeper than you expect, or someone else around you's emotions are affecting you. Now it's time to directly face whatever it is that we have been potentially avoiding here. How to achieve your goals and your dreams, Cancer. Totality. Now, this is the Five of Wands, and the Five of Wands usually conflict in the tarot, but you see how this is like a tightrope walking. It's a risky endeavor. It's not easy to gain totality. Totality, for some, you've been, again, relying maybe on others too much. But now it's about getting whole. It's about feeling total and whole and comfortable and happy and way less anxious, way less worried this year. It's about being comfortable in your own skin, comfortable with your identity, comfortable in your vessel, baby, happy with who you are. This year, it's about lightening the load, lightening the heavy load in your heart space, darling. And I feel like it's a conscious and direct effort to cut through those projections to create this wholeness. Relying too much on others to create our wholeness brings void space. Thank you, Spirit. It brings conflict. Tell me more, please, Spirit, about the main theme of 2025, healing. Tell me more, please, Spirit, about healing for Cancers. Now, Cancer, for me, you are the Queen of Cups. Queens are very internal, but here I am getting your energy with the King. So there may be an elevation of emotion and an emotional upgrade this year, but I feel like it's very directly tied to having to deal with something or let go of something or purge something. Tell me more, please. Some of us guys about healing. Oh my goodness, there it is. Hold on. Ten of Wands in reverse. Ten of Wands in reverse. It's about letting go of the burden, carrying a heavy load, heavy weight. This hurts the back. For some of you, you have severe back pain. I'm getting that it could start in your lower back and like penetrate through your legs. Like it could be hard to walk or hard to carry. For some of you, it's about an accumulation of physical weight, and you'll be purging that this year. There's something that is weighing you down, and this is about letting it go. Tens are about endings. Tell me more, please, Spirit, about healing. Thank you very much. We have the Two of Wands in reverse, Star card at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Some of you aren't, you just don't see it. It's hard to, like, I want something, I dream of something, I put my energy and effort into it. If I don't know really what it is I want or where I'm going, this is about getting very clear. This year is about getting very clear for you. We have the Two of Wands, making a decision, picking a path. It is a conscious it is a conscious choice. Now that too has been coming up in the collective a lot. You got a lot of fire here, Cancer. I feel fire's about creativity. Some of you, thank you. Sacral chakra is also about creativity. Some of you could be feeling some sort of creative blockage due to, and it could be like a manifestation in your physical world as well, not just imagination. You know what I mean? But this full flow, this creative flow of energy, when your sacrals are blocked, um, some of you may be feeling like a creative blockage or a hard time manifesting something. I also feel like it has a lot to do with emotional security and safety. For some of you, you hold yourself back because you're afraid to make the decision to consciously express yourself. And there's a fear there that you won't be like emotionally secure because of it, or you won't be accepted because of it. Departing energies is we got to let that go. Whatever it is that we got to let go, got to let it go. We haven't in the past. That's why this has been perpetuated. That's also why the accumulation in your nervous system. Your nervous system is tinged. I would not be surprised if you're having blurry vision, migraines, frequent headaches, neck aches, back aches, IBS potentially. Tell me more, please, Spirit, about letting go for Cancers. Justice in reverse. You've done yourself a disservice. You've done yourself a disservice in the past. Justice is about karmatic energies. It's about the balance of the universe. It's about the balance within you. This is definitely a decision. It's weighing options. It's coming to what's a fair conclusion, something that works. But here, not letting go has really done yourself a disservice in the past. This is all energy that's departing from 2024 as we head into the new Libra energy, by the way, with justice. Some of you, there's some sort of ongoing legal battle that will get cleared up this year. But there's something about riding through it, not worrying so much about it, and making conscious and direct efforts to I want to say face the emotion regarding it, whatever that means for you. But this is about rebalance, gaining rebalance. I want to say that playfulness is a key to this. Um, Thank you, Spirit. Whew, Cancer with those creative blockages. Playfulness, this is that spark with the Page of Wands. This is that creation. This rebirth. This is coming back to you. I feel like you just have to gain awareness of what's been going on within you, baby. So what can you do to purge? I heard what? What can I do? Like, what can you do to purge these emotions? It feels like you've been avoiding directly reflecting on something or facing something, some sort of wounding. So And again, it could be affecting your manifestations in the physical world or affecting your health. Now, it feels like um, direct intention, direct intention towards um, facing the hurt from the past, the um, the soulmate karmatic inclinations of why that person hurt you or what that soulmate had to teach you. Um, that mother wound, whatever that is, that wounding, we got to face that emotion. For some, we need to cry it out. Um, for some, it would really help to meditate and move your body, like a Tai Chi sort of thing or a yoga sort of thing to get that energy flowing through you. But it takes very direct intention. We have to, as we're stretching, as we're meditating, we're searching those emotions, we're crying it out, we're purging it out, and we are moving our body, and we see that energy move through us and out of us. Okay. Tell me more about playfulness. Once that's out, I feel like you're going to have this creative burst, this like new, fresh in energy. I almost wanted to say intention, this new, fresh intention, but it will not happen until we face things. 10 of Swords, lighthearted pain. What? I heard lighthearted pain. Now, for some of you, we're taking things too personally, or we're projecting, right? We've been projecting with imaginary things that aren't actually based in reality. So we got to come back to circle. Like you still have emotional security from your friends, family, loved ones. You won't be ostracized from the group just for expressing yourself. And if you are, baby, you're in the wrong group. You feel me? And that needs to change. Um, but these are the talents you're going to be expressing this year. We have 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is you got two tens. It's an ending. But this is pain. And I heard lighthearted pain. So for some of you, it's like making your heart lighter even though you have felt pain. That's part of the projections that need to be cut through. Thank you, Spirit. Your sword, darling, you have your third eye, your consciousness, your awareness, that's your intention. I almost wanted to say your morality, your knowledge. This is your tool. This is your sword. You're wielding your sword to cut out the shit that has been blocking you this year. Projections in reverse, Cups energy, cutting through the bullshit, cutting through the confusion. I love that for you. This is a future opportunity. All opportunities are just there for the taking if you decide. Cancer. So there's a very direct choice, something you have to face that you've been very either unaware of or very intently avoiding, I want to say. There is more coming in with lighthearted pain. It's so bizarre of a phrase. Something about the soulmate inclinations, it makes it easier and less painful if we recognize soul ties and we understand why certain things are supposed to happen the way that they do. Why people who say they love us hurt us. Why we go down these paths and these timelines. We got to understand free will. We got to understand the again the soul ties. Like when I came into this world, I was supposed to hurt you because I love you. I was supposed to leave you so that you can grow without me. You feel me? Something about that. And it's about making peace this year with that, with the past, with that emotion. Whew, future opportunities. We have the Three of Cups reversed, 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I'm getting an alignment. I'm getting like there is a way to set this right. Future opportunities. Now, Three of Cups in reverse is usually a kind of a sad energy. It's a downer. The party's over. But I'm getting heavy groups. Heavy groups. Potentially analyzing the groups of people you've been around, right? Again, like I said, like if that's your group, then you're probably with the wrong group. You might be with the wrong group for some of you, loves. Okay. But this is a future opportunity to maybe purge out those groups that aren't working. Maybe deliver some bad news for some. Maybe be that bad guy if you have to on some level, Cancer. There's something maybe for you as well that we've been like glossing over. And maybe that's another reason why this energy is getting like stored up. These emotions are getting stored up in your body. It feels like you've been maybe glossing over. Oh, we're just going to have a good time. Everybody's fine. Maybe somebody annoys you, frustrates you, irritates you, whatever. But you just like gloss it over. It's okay. Or maybe somebody comes and trauma dumps on you and you just take it in. You're like, okay. It feels like maybe this year is different if you choose it. Um, but it's not going to necessarily feel so great for everybody. Okay. Upcoming obstacles. The dream in reverse. Now, for some of you, you feel disconnected with the dream, but it's because we're holding on to this projection of what we thought it was supposed to look like, this projection of what we thought we were supposed to have with somebody, maybe, or what we're supposed to have by this age. Like by now I should have met my soulmate, I should have gotten married, or by now I should have maybe, for some of you, think you should have gotten over something. It's still lingering. Tell me more about the dream in reverse. But for some of you, this is like a projection of what you um like thought you were supposed to have, or what you wanted to have really badly, and now maybe we have to be okay with not having that. Maybe that thing wasn't really great for us to begin with, potentially for some of you, okay? That 10 of Pentacles. And for some, it's like, oops, sorry, Spirit. For some, sorry, guys, I'm getting all distracted here. For some, this upcoming obstacle, see, I'm getting this pull to like, there's imagination and there's feeling and emotion, but there's the physical. Emotion affects the physical. Fucked up emotion keeps us from achieving. But this is your upcoming obstacle. Correcting the emotion to achieve. Something about soul ties. There's a lot of legacy here, family names, family businesses, home, um, and a lot of money potentially. In this 10 of Pentacles, you got 3 tens. Something is definitely capping off this year for you, love. I want to say it's the end of the way that it's been. Obviously you have to make the conscious decision, but maybe you've been unaware how much power you actually have to fix this, how much power you actually have to be total with so less conflict. Something about relying on others. For some, they disappoint you, but you don't really need them. You don't really need them like you think you do in that case. It's about achieving wholeness. Upcoming obstacles, don't let your projections of what you think you should have block you from what's coming or block you from what you indeed will have. Yeah, we got to barrel through our emotions. It's painful. How you deal with this, traveling in reverse. You've had a reluctance in the past. You've had a reluctance in the past. How to deal with these upcoming obstacles. Now, this doesn't say be foolish. This doesn't say make poor decisions, rush into something you're going to regret. This is about handling, there's that motherly energy again with the Empress here. It's about um directly and intently changing our mindset and going towards that. We have Empress here. Libra, Taurus energy. That's the mother. This is nurturing, baby. This is, I want to say, nurturing of self to create abundance. There's something you've been reluctant to focus, to barrel through, to feel. Yeah, you've been reluctant to feel something. Now, this isn't meaning go head on into everything. Um, barreling through obstacles without really thinking about them like a fool. This is about being lighthearted while we go forward, not overthinking the journey of going forward. That's really what produces here. Answer. But the Empress is abundance. You have a lot of gorgeous energy that really wants to come in through for you. But I do feel this like very blocked, blocked energy. Page of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. Page of Cups is the inner child. For some of you, mother and child, there's a wound of mother and child or dynamic that's been harmed over the years. But for some, it was like that was totally supposed to happen. And making solace with that is what creates a stabilization of emotion. And I think you'll find that things, when they flow easier, you're more creative, you enjoy your life more, all that you've desired then starts to unravel before you. When you start just enjoying the journey instead of so badly trying to get somewhere or avoiding all these icky feelings just to get through to the positive ones, like that's not really how it works. Totality, we have how to achieve your goals and dreams here, Cancer. Totality. For some reasons, I want to shuffle, so we're going to shuffle. Fives are about changes, love. You got a lot of fire. The Empress also creates naturally. It flows through her. She loves what she does. She loves who she's around. She loves who she is. She takes care of herself, and it just naturally flows from her. The Empress gives birth to something new. It's a painful process, but once you get there, it's so rewarding, it's so fulfilling, and it's so completing, you know? So this year, the way we gain the tool here, the way we utilize our tool is the key. It's your intention. Intention. Focus very intently on you, on your heart, Cancer. Focus very intently on expressing yourself. Focus very intently on not letting things worry you so much this year. Focus very intently on crying it out and looking at those painful events and understanding that we can't go backwards. As painful as it is, we can't go backwards. So all we can do is make the choice to be okay with what's happened, forgive those involved and ourselves as well, and purge out that energy so we can go forward. Because this year for you, baby, it is very much about being whole and being complete without anyone else. Because there's something about you living on the edge or being in an anxiety mode. And I feel like that's kind of unnecessary, this tightrope walking sort of energy. How you achieve your goals rely here on the Hierophant. Interesting how that wanted to come out. Hierophant, Taurus energy. There's a piece of you that's connected to source, that knows better, that knows more. It really is spirituality is just want to come through to clear up your heart here, love. Some spiritual knowledge, some new programming, some new intention, new morality, new value wants to come through for you, a new commitment wants to come through for you. How you achieve your goals is directly focus, directly face what you've been avoiding, directly face your emotions, and directly face on a higher level. Like there's some things that are happening in the physical world or have happened in the physical world that are still weighing on your heart, right? There's a spiritual inclination here of something bigger, grand, more understanding, like more fulfilling. The understanding that comes through creates more fulfillment. It creates lighter hearted energy. All of a sudden you feel better. Your back doesn't hurt anymore. Your IBS goes away. No more migraines. Whatever it is, it has something to do with connecting to spirit, connecting to a greater morality, a greater value, a greater reason, a greater higher self. Like there's it's spiritual, baby. This year it's spiritual. Okay, I am talking way too much. Let's get your advice here, love. And I feel like that brings a lot of abundance. That brings a lot of it's like a new path that will bring a lot of abundance. and a lot of fulfillment, a lot of understanding the why, all these things click for you. Other things fade away, other things become less important. And as we elevate in vibration, we feel better, we look better. But yet I'm really being drawn to this Ten of Swords. You've been holding yourself back playing, from playing and enjoying yourself or enjoying, oof, stone vigilance. People, I heard don't take it. Don't take it. But I feel like hold on, something for you here. But I don't want to, you don't want me to keep it? Okay, so don't keep it because it's just a possible energy. This may come out again. Stone people, vigilance. There's something about needing to barrel through for you, but also more importantly, like stubborn people around you. For some, make things difficult, make you want to hold yourself back, or make you feel like you won't be emotionally secure if you do tell them what you think or feel. Okay, but you can't let their stubbornness be projected upon you and create this energy within you, right? Okay, tell me what can we say here? What can we say? What advice do we have for cancers, please, spirit? River movement. There's a lot of emotion. River movement. We got to move through a lot of stored up emotion here, baby. Oh, but when you do, oh my God, but when you do, when you do, your ancestors are blessing you. That wants to be noted with DNA ancestors. But when you do hear, baby, the freedom, I feel this huge weight lifted, huge weight lifted, huge weight, emotional weight, physical weight, um, something about being and feeling so much better. Full moon completion. Yeah, baby. Full moon completion. Again, you have a lot of tens here, love. This is about completing a cycle that's maybe for some of you been running for a long time, 10 plus years, 20, 30. Wow. No wonder you're hurting, baby. If you're hurting physically, that's why. Gosh, if you've been holding on to, I just got chills, Cancer. No wonder you're hurting in your heart, in your mind, in your body. Um, but this is the year that you're sitting on a beautiful cuspus that if you just jump forward and, really have that intention of directly looking at something, it completes things for you that it's been such a long running cycle. It feels 10 plus years. Submerged iceberg. You've been locked in some very heavy, deep, cold, confining energies, emotions. Okay. Iceberg is it holds, it's encasing, it's unmovable. That shit goes deep. Oh, snipey bipes. What is this I see? Boom. Ocean. Ebb and flow, baby. It's about the flow for you. No more blocked energies. Now we complete that cycle and we allow energy to flow through. It's really about the flow for you, love. Really about the flow. Wolf instinct. Following your instincts this year is key. See, like, I feel like you get that instinct and then you push it off, or you talk yourself out of it, or you want to say something, but you just don't because you're afraid, or you want to feel something, but you don't because it's painful. But your instinct is saying, just feel it because could only hurt for so long. But if we hold on to it, it'll hurt forever. No more glossing over emotions. No more just, oh, I'm fine. No, everything's fine. Oh, lighthearted Cancer. Lighthearted, sweet, beautiful Cancer. Oh, my friend. You gorgeous human being, you. Oh my God, I feel it. You just gotta listen to that wolf instinct in you that says, hey, just say it. Hey, just do that already. Hey, I know that's painful, but just feel it. Because once you feel it, and you process it, it flows through you and you don't have to feel it as much as intense as you did before. And then when we look back on those painful experiences, those hurtful soulmates, those deaths, those rebirths, those endings, when we look back in our past, we go, huh. And for some of you, it's as simple as purging out the people who keep projecting upon you and then flow past them. You know what I mean? Like, again, it could be someone else's stored up energy, although could be both as well. All right. Definitely listen to your instincts this year. When your instincts say, just do it, it's not that big of a deal, baby. Just do it. It's really not that big of a deal. I feel like you're way overthinking something or multiple things. Or multiple things, baby. Okay. Let's get a few more cards for your advice here from the Moonology deck. For my cancers for 2025. My spirits, angels, guides. More advice, further advice for our cancers. How do they reach this completion? Further advice on how to reach this completion. Confidence is key to your success. New moon in Leo. Ah, fire, fire. Be like the lion. The lion is brave. We have wolf and lion here. A lot of like wilderness, a lot of animalistic energy, right? You were trying maybe all these years you tame your own beast. You stifle your own creativity. You feel like people won't emotionally support you, maybe won't understand where you're coming from. Maybe for you, it feels like it's easier just not to say anything. But sometimes, baby, we gotta rock the boat. You know, sometimes you gotta rock the boat a little bit. And having confidence in self to be able to light that match and burn the fucking boat down if you have to and watch everybody swim because, hey, it is what it is. I don't know why that wanted to come out. But there's something about being ballsy here this year. 'Cause I feel like you haven't been, or you've been really, really afraid. Now we have confidence. Now we have bravery. We have that animalistic desire to, woo, to not hold ourselves back. You know what I mean? To bust out your fire and say, this is how it is. This is what I think. This is what I feel. This is what I've gone through. This is what I've learned. And fuck, man, this is who I am. And something about owning that, being okay with that, smiling because of that. It's a new feeling for you. It's a new feeling. This is about busting out of your shell. Your very protective Cancerian shell. Ooh, ooh, wee. This year it's about really facing and not holding yourself back from what you've been afraid to face. Even if it's within you. For some of you, you're afraid of your own power here. What would happen if I bust out of my shell? Will I be accepted? If they don't accept you, again, you're not in the right friend group. And you might have to acknowledge that and move on. Something about going with the flow this year, no matter where it takes you, right? Communication is key. We have prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus at the bottom of the deck. Taurus is that's the bull, barreling through, being steadfast. Like, this is the way that it is, man. Y'all seeing what I'm seeing? Hold your vision. Fixed moon. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. I'm being very drawn to the new moon versus full moon. I'm surprised that within the within the Moonology deck, no full moons came out. That shows me this is a process over the course of the year, love, right? It will take time to reach this completion, but you are going to be reaching this completion if you make these direct, hold your vision. It's about maybe even being a little damn stubborn, right? But we're stubborn for a reason. We're stubborn in the fact that, damn it, you're going to hear what I have to say, baby. Um, you don't have to force someone to take their truth out, your truth in as their truth, but that doesn't mean that it's not like, hey, you're going to hear what I have to say. It doesn't mean they have to accept it, but it does mean you've got to get it out, baby. Something about really holding yourself back. A deep fear to be yourself, a deep fear to say it like it is, tell what's on your mind. This year, it's about being very, very direct. holding your vision for yourself, for your life, but without stipulation to a certain standard or a certain way of how that's supposed to look, or being very, oh, I'm taking this whole friend group with me. They might not be in that vibration to go to 5D. They might not be in that elevated state that you are. Cancer, by the end of this year, you might find that people naturally fall away, or for some, it might be a struggle. It will be a struggle if you're trying to direly keep people in your reality, or direly keep people from finding out certain things that you think and feel, or emphasis of who you are. Acceptance of self is big, but it's super key that, like, with this stored up energy and needing to flow, that you hold true and you stay very intent and very focused on the fact that this needs to be dealt with, whatever it is, right? Those emotions, that friend group that keeps projecting on you, whether it's past emotion, maybe it's the physical. And if that's the case, if you're in physical pain and it's affecting your emotions, it's really your emotions that are affecting you physically. I would do some research on stored up trauma in the body. I would do research, further research on meditative practices to really intently purge that. I would look into the sacral chakra, how to align the sacral, the third eye potentially for some, and your crown as well. And it's going to be different for all of you of what you're comfortable with, because I feel like Cancer, you've been really, really uncomfortable with some. You've been really, really uncomfortable with something that needs to get out of you. Or you've been really uncomfortable with your environment, and so it makes you want to retreat and stay within yourself. But Spirit is saying the reason that you're uncomfortable and stay within yourself is because we need to, it's almost like it's more comfortable being uncomfortable inside this tiny shell. It's more scary to venture out and find a bigger shell. That's what's going on with you, Cancers. This year, it's about upgrading your shell. It's about upgrading your shell. It's about realigning that energy and purging that energy that's been very stagnant and stuck within you. And I think once you start all of this, getting this moving, I feel like once you get this moving through you and you focus on purging that energy out of you, crying it out, meditating it out, finding the reason behind the why, finding out if the friend zone, the people that the company you keep is right for you, love. Is that your soul tribe? You know what I mean? Or you may be too focused on bringing in the soul tribe that looks a certain way, a certain way. I don't think you need to worry about that. If that's the case, they will naturally be brought to you through vibration. So focus on purging all those emotions that bring a higher vibration to you, love. This year, it's about an upgrade in self. It's an upgrade in shell. It's an upgrade in spirituality. And I feel it's a relaxation that you haven't allowed yourself to feel, Cancer, for a really long time. But again, with a conscious decision and choice, that prosperity that lies ahead for you, it's related to that. We have to face it. We have to face it. So face it, and you'll find that everything else flows easier after that. I hope that makes sense. Okay, Cancers. Oh my God, I talked forever. I talked forever. I love you. I hope this helps. I hope it helps you gain some clarity. As always, please give me a like, share, comment. Feel free to subscribe if you vibe. But as always, Cancer, I really hope that this information finds you well and helps you to gain all of the clarity that you seek and have the best 2025, darling. I love you guys. Until I see you next time. Mwah. Peace, love, and light to you always.